You're the garage door guy. You're the guy they want coming there. They don't want anyone else. Everything you could charge $4.99 for in this business, and it's acceptable. That's just what it costs for a garage door guy. I'm on my way to pick up a check, and afterward meeting a guy for lunch over here. He wants to meet me to try to convince me to be the authorized dealer of these garage door remote controls. So we just picked up that check, and we have a few questions, questions and answer kind of thing. And a lot of people have been asking us. One of them is, do you got to take off the tension on the spring in order to reset the cables? And there's two meanings of taking the tension off. You can unwind a spring by taking the tension off, which you don't necessarily have to do, and there's shorter ways of doing it. And then there's also taking tension off by back winding the spring without loosening any set screws. That also is taking tension off of the spring, but it's just taking off enough to hook the cables back on. So the answer to that is you don't necessarily have to loosen the drums, loosen the springs, unwind it, and do all that. If one cable pops off, probably 90% of the time you don't have to unwind the springs. You can just back wind the spring with the set screws still in place, and then you can hook on the cable that came off. We have a free lesson for you guys on this. You can find it below on the description, and it'll show you how to do it. It'll show you with or without the loosening the set screws and doing all that. So anyway, then we have another question. Questions and answer was, can you make good money if you just stick with repairs? For me, that's where the money is. I mean, you make even better money hanging the doors, but you're in one spot all day. So can you make good money? I mean, you make incredible amounts of money doing repairs. I know people, like I said before, I'll probably tell you this again, they're probably making more than this now, but I know a few people making over $40,000 a day, and they're doing both doors and repairs. The answer to your question is the repairs is where you want to be at. That's where you make the quick, fast in and out money. It's super easy. You're not tired after. You don't have to think, basically. You just go to the job, show up there, and then tell them the price. You do the job. Once you know how to do it, it's like second nature. You just do the job. Takes you 10 or 15 minutes. You write up the receipt, you get paid, you go to another one, you do the same thing. With hanging doors, they're all a little bit different, so you got to take down old doors to do all that. To me, I've always called it a young man's game. So if you're on the younger version, between 20 and 35, I'd still say hang doors as much as you can. When you hang doors when you're younger, and you hang doors and you do repairs, it's like the cherry on top. The repairs is easy money. But as you get older, you don't necessarily need to do the doors, and you can make great money. It's probably just about the same or more doing the repairs as you would hanging doors all day. So I prefer doing the repairs because you're in and out. It's easier. You talk to more people. You have more of a social life too because you're talking to more people. It's just an interesting business to be in because you go into people's homes. They're welcoming you in. You're getting them out of a jam. A lot of them almost become like your friends. You have like a core group of people that you do jobs for that you're their garage door guy and they don't call anybody else. Like I have like celebrities call me. Like, I don't know if you consider them celebrity, but they're famous, like the founder of Twitter. The wife calls me, and I do jobs for them. I mean, I do jobs for a lot of famous people, and you just basically, they don't have to be famous either. You can just do them for people, and they treat you the same way as if they were famous or not. So if you were to go out to, people's house once a year, or they call you and they keep your number and they call you, and it becomes a habit for them to call you whenever they have an issue with their door. So you're basically the guy they call. And when they see you, they're happy to see you again. They go, hey, how have you been? And all that. It's not, it's a great business. I'm telling you, it's a great way to feel about your job. And it's very hard to fall into anything besides a movie star. It's a great way to get into a business that you're actually going to like going and doing, and you're going to get paid well for it. You're not going to come across too many things in life like this. So you guys should really take the opportunity to learn garage doors at least and try it out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's almost like a club you belong to. So if you guys learn garage doors, you don't even have to do this, but I almost can guarantee you once you start going out and repairing doors and people start calling you, you're going to look forward to going out and fixing doors because of the money they're willing to pay you for what you do, which is very easy to you, but it's very complicated for the rest of the world. But to you, it's like you have some certain power or something. You've been gifted with a power. You know how to do garage doors. You know how to, wind springs and wrap cables, and you know how to do all that. And people don't understand it. They're clueless. It's like me. I mean, I'm sure an elevator would be a hard thing to put in, but for an elevator guy, he doesn't even think of it. It's easy. They know everything about it. So it's the same thing with garage doors, but it's more on a personal level because it's in every house you go to. An elevator is only in big high-rise buildings, but with residential people, it's their door. They pull in it every day with their car. They have a personal connection to it. With a high-rise building, it's usually a big, huge corporation. Nobody knows who pays anything, so nobody is really. There's no loyalty there. They'll call any elevator company, whoever works on them. But in this business, once you go there, you almost become part of their family. That's who they call. That's who they want. That you're the garage door guy. That you're the guy they want coming there. They don't want anyone else. It doesn't matter if once you put a door in, even 20 years later. When I tell people, oh, that's a door problem, not an opener problem, they say, oh, okay, we'll call the door guy. And I always have to tell them, I do the doors too. So they think they have some loyalty for the door to people. Even 20 years later, they think they have to call their door guy. So you guys become popular to the customer when you get in this business. You're not just a regular repair guy who they forget once you leave. Once their door has any issues, any squeak or any type of noise, and they oh, what's that? I'm going to call my garage door guy. They're going to call you. And that's why you put your sticker right by the wall button, and they're going to keep you in their phones. They're going to call you from 20 years later, they'll call you if their door breaks. That's how it is. If they buy a new house, they'll call you. Any issue, anyone that they know that has a door problem, they'll tell them to call you too. You're going to be dialed in with everybody once you start doing it. It's weird. It's almost like, going viral on the internet. Once you're the garage door guy, everyone knows you're the garage door guy. And so my advice to you is get in this business. Just learn this trade and just test it out. Go out and do a couple of repairs, and you'll see it's like a wildfire. You'll just start taking off. People will be calling you from all over. Every job you go to, you're going to get a check for like $500 or more, and they're going to take you 15 or 20 minutes. You're going to be driving around doing 4 or 5 of those a day. That's good money. You're never going to make that money working that easy on your own pace, on your own time, having the freedom that this allows you to have, this type of profession, backing right up to the garage door. Look, we're filming this video, and look what's right to the right of us. Look what's there, a garage door. So everywhere you go, there's a garage door. So I'm telling you, there's so many garage doors out there, people, and every single one of them is breaking probably once a year. Every one of them has something go wrong with them, whether the spring breaks, the cable comes off, the remotes don't work. Every person in every one of those houses is calling a garage door company or a garage door person to come out and fix it. A lot of times they call their handyman. Most of the time the handyman will tell them they don't work on the garage door part of it because they don't understand it. So they give you a good referral too, and then they call you. The way we tell you to advertise, you can go free and get less calls, or you could go big and you got to pay for those ones. But like through Google or through Yelp, or we'll tell you how to do it. But there's certain campaigns. If you want to get big, I know people spending $80,000 to $100,000 a month on advertising, but they have 25 trucks, so they're making over $1 million a month. So my thing to you is, if you're just going to drive around, be the little guy, you could make a couple thousand a day easily and still feel like you didn't even work. And there I could tell you in most areas how to do it for free. You can market yourself for free. So all the money you make, you pocket. You don't even have to pay advertising. I can't guarantee you that form of advertising is everywhere on the globe, but I'll tell you, if that form of advertising is in your area, then you can do it the same way my sons are doing it, and they're making a killing every single day. They're getting probably, my 18-year-old the other day, he told me he had 6 calls and he was going on a call. He had 6 more. So I'm going to say they average 5 calls a day. And if you're averaging 5 calls a day and you're making $500 a call, which to me, that's a low figure, $500 a call. So that's $2,500 a day, just on $500 a call. My son just did a job the other day for $1,800, one job. He did another job for $1,000 something. another job. So every job's not 500. Some are more, some are less. It depends where you live. But you can easily charge $500 a job, or $4.99 or whatever. Everything you could charge $4.99 for in this business, and it's acceptable. That's just what it costs for a garage door guy. So get in this business. Don't wait around and say, should I do this? Or you have another business you think and you're going to add this to it, because you're never going to do that other business. I promise you. Once you taste the money in this business, you're never going to go do that other business. One guy called the other day, said he was a DJ or I forget what, something like that. But he said, it's seasonal and he doesn't get calls here and it's a lot of work and stuff. And I even told him, I don't know if you're listening, I even told you that you're never going to want to do that type of job again once you do this. It's not going to be worth it for you to go out and make whatever you make doing all that work. So, and it's a lot of planning and all that. It takes a long time. Here, you're in and out. You made the money. Anyway, sign up for Garage Door Training School. Learn this trade. Get it under your belt. www.garagedoortrainingschool.com. Then you can decide if you want to go farther. You can just put the free ads out there. People call you. Go make 500 each call. 500, 500, 500, 500. Get your money back for it's not even that much. 3 calls, you'll have your money back. And then just keep doing it. I'm telling you, the rest of your life, you'll be doing garage door repairs. Anytime there's a garage door problem, guess what? They're going to call you. And you're going to go out in 15 minutes and make $500. Where can you go do that? Anywhere. There's no business that you can do that. And you get paid right when you're done. Any business you want to do, it involves a lot of physical labor in order to get a check and to clear $500. Most people don't clear $500. You're doing it in 15 minutes. So if you add 15 minutes times 4, that would be $2,000 an hour. That's why I tell everyone I make at least $1,000 an hour when I work. So that's conservatively speaking. A lot of times you're making way more than that. You're making a lot more money than just the 500. Don't focus on that. Just focus on repairs. You'll be doing doors too, because people will want you to do doors once you get out there. A lot of people were meaning to buy a door anyway. You'll make like $3, $4, $5 on a door. And what you could do if you don't want to do doors, just charge really high for the door. Hopefully they'll say no. Most of the time they don't though. And then you can get another guy to install it if you don't want to do the door part, and just keep doing the repairs and then pick up the deposit for the door and then have the other guy go hang the door in a couple days and you'll get another check for that as well. So you're always making money, thousands and thousands of dollars. It's just piling on top of each other. You're dealing with thousands here as opposed to working for someone where you're dealing with, what are you dealing with, $20 an hour? So you're dealing with $20 here, $20 there, when here you're dealing, every $20 is $1,000. So every hour that goes by at work, when you're getting $20 or $30 an hour, you're getting $1,000 an hour. You know how fast that piles up? In 100 hours, you'll make $100,000. So my advice to everybody out there, this is a great business. It's been a great business for me, great career. I've got to raise my kids. I've got to coach them in football. I've got to do everything I wanted because I've been in this business. If I were to work for a company, I would never have this type of free time, and I would never have the money I had that allows me to live this type of lifestyle. Anyway, if any of you are looking to get in this business, highly recommend www.garagedoortrainingschool.com. You can schedule a call, you can sign up, you can do whatever. But my advice to you is, people are looking to get into business according to how many people are signing up. So I would sign up as quick as you can and get in this business, because you want to get in the beginning so that you're ahead of the other guy. So anyway, over and out.